Hey, Miles here, milesbecker.com, and my newest Facebook ad campaign is currently delivering 70% cheaper leads. In this video, I'm going to explain how I've got that set up and what changes I did and didn't make to create this drastic reduction in cost per lead on Facebook, and then we're going to look at what this means kind of from a bigger picture in your business. So every month to 2 months, I go in and I set up a new campaign in Facebook ads. I still run my ads exactly as I teach in the $5 Facebook ads series, and then I go analyze them. It's all in that series, right? So I'm following the same model. Nothing has actually changed from that standpoint. So in May was the last time I went in and did a bulk ad of about 30 or 40 ad sets, right? One campaign, 30 or 40 ad sets at $5 each. My average cost per lead was over $1, and I only got about 2 weeks of runtime out of that campaign. So all of the ad sets were driving me leads at $1 plus each. Now my key performance indicator, which is my KPI, the number I monitor in my cost per lead, needs to be under 80 cents or so. Like I'll let it go up to 82, 83 cents. I prefer it to be at 75 cents per lead because I know the lifetime value of my subscribers are good. I'm okay putting that much money on the line. I know I'll get that money back eventually. Well, at $1 plus cost per lead, I had to turn everything off. It's not fiscally viable for me to run that campaign. That was in May. Last night before last, I actually set up my most recent Facebook advertising campaign, and I'm currently averaging, after 48 hours of runtime, 36-cent leads. Now that is a drastic reduction of approximately 70% on my cost per lead change. So what changed? Well, here's the kicker. Nothing, really. I'm focusing my ads on at least 80 or 90% of the exact same ad sets I was targeting in May. I'm using the exact same ads that I've run in the past. I'm using the exact same landing page that I ran in the past. In fact, I haven't done anything different other than the timing and the restructuring and starting a brand new campaign. Now, here's something I've learned in over 4 years of advertising on Facebook with paid ads and also spending $150,000 or so of my own money in this ad platform, is that you can get very different results doing the same things different times. You know, they say insanity is when someone does the same thing over and over expecting a different result. And I don't know if it's me who's going insane here or if Facebook's the insane one, but I have noticed a very significant pattern over long periods of time in Facebook ads, and that is that I really do get different results doing the same thing based on factors and variables that I just flat out don't understand. So here's the kind of kicker, right? I want to ask myself why, and here's where we're getting to the bigger picture lesson that I mentioned. I want to ask myself why. I want to figure out, why is this change now affecting my ads here? What has the change been? But I'm never going to be able to fully know that. There's things that happen within the Facebook ads platform. They're always changing the look of the ad interface, which is a signal to us that they're probably also changing the mechanisms, the AI, the machine learning, the algorithms on the back end that run the auction and the placement and all of those things as well, right? I see the visible front end changes. It leads me to believe there's just as many, if not more, back end changes, and Facebook is always changing things. So the first big aha for you is, did Facebook just change something, and are there website conversion campaigns, as I teach in my $5 campaign kind of system? The video, I'll have the link pop up above me here. Is that working better today than it was last month? Are you experiencing, or are you able to duplicate this experience and get low-cost leads? If so, go forth. If you haven't been running ads recently on Facebook, you had in the past and they kind of went out of KPIs and they were costing too much, give it another shot. Set up a fresh campaign. Don't go turn on something old. Set up a fresh campaign. You can go pull your old ads and kind of replicate it on your old ads. Then the second thing is, one of the ideas that Tim Conley left in an interview I did with Tim. I'll make sure that the link down below is in the description to the interview I did with Tim Conley. He had this idea of a war chest. Your business needs a war chest, right? We personally all need an emergency fund for kind of just basic funds for our family, etc. But our business needs this kind of a war chest fund. And it's a fund, it's a account that's ready to be deployed when opportunity strikes. For me, this exact moment right now, I am looking at my war chest. I'm getting excited because now I know that I have tens of thousands of dollars ready in an account that I've put aside since talking with Tim in that interview, which I highly recommend you watch that interview. I've got these funds ready to deploy when opportunity knocks. Well, guess what's happening today, right now? opportunity is knocking. It might be knocking for you. It's definitely knocking for me based on the data that I'm seeing. And this is statistically significant data. So what I'm doing is I'm ready to deploy as much of my war chest as I can, and I'm going to scale up my ads within reason, intelligently, based on what I've taught in previous videos, to really maximize this timing, right? Because I don't know if this is a situation that a lot of other advertisers happen to be on vacation, so I'm one of the only advertisers bidding in the auction right now. I don't know if this is some tweak or change to the Facebook learning system, to their website conversion kind of campaign system, right? The machine, the code base that runs that. I don't know if they made an update there and if that's going to change in the future, but I have a window of opportunity and I'm going to seize that opportunity, and I've been saving money, putting it in a war chest so I can be able to act when the timing is right. And that is what's going on right now. They say, make hay while the sun is shining, and my friend, the sun is shining here in the forest, and I'm about to make me some hay. So I recommend, if you haven't yet got your first Facebook ads running, go check out my How to Advertise on Facebook. I've got a long series. I've got 40 or so videos here on my channel that will teach you everything you know to get started. If you have been running ads, but they've been off for a while, and you felt like the price has been creeping up and up and up and up, and you got to this point where like, I don't feel there's value anymore, test it again. Third thing I want you to walk away with, well, go watch Tim's interview, my interview with Tim, description below, pop up above. Then the last thing I want really to leave you with is that you always need to be testing your assumptions. There's people out there right now who I don't think are practitioners. They're kind of headline touters, they're critics, and they're saying that Facebook advertising is dead. A lot of people going around, and I don't trust the Facebook advertising model, but that's not going to stop me from running tests at least once per month, unless I have a campaign that's a long-running campaign for 2 or 3 months. I'm setting up a new ad campaign at least once a month. If an ad campaign that's running lasts over a month, I'll start a new one right when it's done, right? You get what I'm saying? So I'm constantly testing. Like, okay, last time I got a $1 something cost per lead with my ad set on Facebook in May. That was just a month and a half ago. Now, I could have thrown my hands up in the air and been like, that's it. It's done. It's over, right? The Facebook ads game is over. It's dead, right? It hit its point. But instead, I've continued to test my assumptions. I go back and retest the identical things that were working for me back in 2014, 2015, 2016, very, very successfully, somehow stopped working for me as well recently, but I tested it again, and all of a sudden it's working again. And I don't have to care why. I don't have to know why. I get to tell my ego mind, it doesn't matter why. The data is telling me that I'm getting leads within 50% below my KPI of what I expect and need leads to be in for me as a business owner, as a direct response marketer, to be excited to buy all of the traffic I can. That is the number that I'm looking at right now. So what am I doing? I'm going into my war chest that I've built up. I'm taking out as much money as I can to now allocate that towards Facebook ads to buy as many leads as I possibly can. My short-term goal is to get 10,000 new leads into my autoresponder series within 2 weeks. I may be able to get 20,000 leads within a month or two. I've never hit that mark before. My previous run is somewhere around the 15,000 leads in 30-day mark. So I'm in this window of opportunity to maybe really have a nice level up in my business. If you looked at my lead flow, the chart of leads, there would be a little leg up right now. And this is all a result of several different things that I'm trying to help you understand. There's no one thing going on here. Number one, I've been a practitioner on the platform for years and years and years. Number two, I continue to test my assumptions, and I continue to test Facebook. Are you still at that level? Are you giving me a different level now? I'm continuing to test. Number three, I've had funds set aside for this exact moment. I didn't know when this moment was going to hit. That's my war chest, right? That is a deployable account ready to go move into an asset or move into an area of my business or a marketing channel like this right now when the timing is right. All of that is set up for me, and now I rely on my skills on how to kind of scale my campaigns, which we scale our campaigns slowly. I'm going up incrementally. I'm excited. I want to go just run everything up to $1,000 per day. But if I do that, my numbers are going to go to absolute rubbish. So I need to go incrementally. So every day, once every 24-hour period, I go in, and the ad sets that are performing best, they get even more money added to them. The ad sets that aren't performing great, and honestly, I have one ad set out of KPI right now out of 35 different ad sets. I've never seen this before. I don't know if this is an anomaly. I don't know if this is the new normal. I don't really care. I'm getting in, I'm making hay while the sun is shining, and I recommend that you definitely, if you're a Facebook advertiser, test it right now, run some website conversion campaigns, see if you're able to replicate this kind of positive and exciting numbers in your business. If you've never run ads before, could be a great time to start running your first ads. Running a retargeting ad is a great way to start if you've been collecting an audience based on the pixel on your website. And if you're not doing anything with Facebook ads and you think this is just really interesting how doing the same thing can create different results over time, know and move forward remembering that you really have to test a lot of things, and you have to sometimes test your tests, right? You need to go back, test the same assumption. Don't let one or two results on your path to creating a successful business don't solidify things in cement. Everything is always changing in the game of the internet, in the game of Facebook ads. It is always changing. So always be testing, always be paying attention to what's going on, retest things that worked in the past, test new things, have a war chest there to deploy when everything aligns and you're like, aha, that actually worked. I'm well within my KPI. I'm ready to throw 10, 20, 30 grand at this in the next month or so. If that holds, right? If my KPIs hold, I'm going to put absolutely as much money as I can. And that is separate money. That's not money coming out of what I pay my employees. That's not money coming out of what I pay for my software. That's not money coming out of any other aspect of my business. It's 100% designed for this exact moment, and it's the war chest. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a thumbs up here in YouTube. Leave me a comment with a question. If you have any questions below, I highly recommend you get out and test this for yourself. See if you can replicate my results. If you do positively, definitely let me know in the comments if you're able to get the same sort of result, because I'm trying to figure out, is this a broader Facebook thing? Am I just kind of onto something in a small world here? Seasonally, is summertime a good time to run ads when lots and lots of people are out on vacation? I don't know. I have one data point, and that's my experience. So I'm kind of asking you for your data points if you have any experiences in this world as well. Subscribe if you haven't. I got more great videos coming out for you. I thank you for your time. I look forward to connecting with you in the comments. Thumb up, engage, copy, share, paste. Send this over the internet if you want. If you want to see a screenshot of my actual results after 48 hours that show the 600 and something leads that have come in at like 34 cents each, which I consider to be statistically significant personally, you can see there's a Medium link down below. I wrote up a Medium article and I got the screenshots inside of Medium there. You can go check that out on Medium, and I thank you again for your time, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next video. Until then, be well.